Good Sunday afternoon, YouTube. It's Hitman23, and today's video is going to be a little bit of a show review video and just some pickups and just a new PC that I'm starting. Yes, the man of 1,000 PCs keeps going down another wormhole. That's what I do. I just go down wormholes after wormhole. Just want to mention real quick, the amazing response to the YouTube Hall of Fame voting. I've seen so many amazing nomination videos, just unbelievable videos. The talent out there is pretty damn amazing, and the creativity of some of the channels. I know Reindeer Studios and who did another one that's really Blue Jacket 66 just did fantastic videos. TTM Autographs and More, Troy, another one that was great. And I mean, those are the ones I remember off the top of my head that were fantastic. But anybody who makes a video, it's awesome. But they just went over the top and just did a really great job. I wish I had some of that talent. But nonetheless, there was a card show today in Fort Myers. It's our monthly show in Fort Myers. I hadn't gone in a couple months to that show. I wanted to kind of have it kind of reset for me. There was definitely new and different vendors there today. I noticed a tiny bit more vintage. Usually I would say that the show is 90% modern and maybe 10% at best vintage. I would say today was more like probably 80-20, so which is pretty cool. They had about 50 tables. It was pretty busy, so it was, nice to see that. So that was cool. I picked up some, not a ton of stuff, but some cool stuff for the PC. Like I said before, I'm also starting another PC. And I'm watching the Chiefs and the Ravens here right now. So that's pretty exciting. I got some couple of things in the mail this week that I want to show and talk about. First thing I'll talk about is my new PCs. So the last couple of days I've been home and I've just been going through some of my tonnage, some of the stuff I have in my storage closet, and I was going through football cards and I was looking at certain things, and I am going to, forget thinking, I'm doing it. I'm going to extend one of my baseball PCs into football. I'm going to do guys who played for the same franchise. I think I love that. I just love when guys play for the same franchise. And the Ravens just scored the tying touchdown. Well, if they hit the extra point, it'll be a tying touchdown. So a lot of action very early on in this game so far. So with that being said, I just been doing research on some of the players. And for this PC though, I'm just gonna focus on Topps cards. I'm not gonna go as crazy as I do with my baseball ones, where pretty much anything's fair game. I'm just sticking with Topps cards for football players. So just to kind of keep it a little more controlled. But I didn't realize, that was something that I never realized, was two things that was it blew my mind. That the Raiders, from their inception in 1960 all the way into the mid-90s, only had 3 starting centers. They had Dave Otto, who was the original starting center. Then they had Dave Dalby. And then after Dave Dalby, they had Don Mossbar. And I was I never knew that. 3 starting centers in their whole existence from their beginning to the mid-90s, which to me just was wow. And they all stayed with the team, and none of them played with any other teams. The other thing was I didn't realize about the Pittsburgh Steelers, their defense, their steel curtain defense basically stayed together their entire, basically careers in the 70s. It just blows my mind. They were, basically together that entire decade into the very early 80s when they started retiring. But those two things just, was wow. You don't realize that when you see this stuff, and then you hear about it. you know, especially like the steel curtain defense. You hear about it. I'm not a Steelers fan, but of course I know what that is, and you just never put two and two together to see that, and I thought that was just damn amazing. So I'm gonna do franchise guys in football, and I'll just show you a couple of guys that I have here in the top stack, and I'm not gonna go crazy into it. Like the first guy I have here is Steve Wisniewski. He played his entire career with the Raiders. I have Neil Lomax, who played his entire career with the Cardinals. So you get the drift. I don't have to explain that any further. But it's fun, again, going through the cards I have and utilizing what I have to diversify my PCs and my collecting fund. So there's that. In the mail this week, I finally got kind of the last piece to the puzzle. I picked up this 2023 Prestige, numbered out of 75, the gold extra point or something. I forget what the name of this parallel is, but it's like the damn coolest parallel. To me, has come around a long time. It's the Mark Rippon, and what's awesome about this, and I didn't even realize it when I bought it, the numbering is number 11 out of 75, and his jersey number is 11, or was 11. So that is awesome. So now I've got the three Redskins that were in the set, or that were depicted. Mark Rippon, Clinton Portis, and Art Monk. Now, Art Monk's is the auto I have. Art Monk's auto is on this card. So I might maybe pick up his just non-auto version just so they're consistent. But that's just a gorgeous, gorgeous card. So I highly recommend, if you're a football fan, you have a team, check out the 2023 Prestige and get this parallel. Pick one up for your player, man. Number out of 75. This is just fantastic. I really love the way the Redskins look on this with the gold. Really does well with their uniform. So there's Mark Rippon. And then another thing I picked up a Leroy Selman. He's a all-time Buccaneer. Stayed with them his whole career, Hall of Famer. So I picked that up, the 83 Topps Leroy Selman. And I picked up this really nice 1978 Topps Fred Dryer. Now here, another PC. Now, if you were born in the 70s or the 60s or the 70s, possibly, I don't know, if you were born in the 80s, you may not know this, but Fred Dryer was on a TV show called Hunter in the mid-80s, and he starred aside the very beautiful Stephanie Kramer. She was definitely on my, teenage boy lust list, right? And he was a police officer, detective in LA, and is Rick Hunter. And it was a good 80s TV show, formulaic 80s cop show, but he was a star in it. So I'm doing a PC. Yes, guys either starred in or appeared in a TV show or movie, and I'm doing this across baseball and football. So with that being said, we got Hunter here. Then we've got, if you saw was it Police Squad? What movie was it? Was it Police Squad? I don't remember. Going with Steve Guttenberg. Bubba Smith played in that. He was in that movie, or those movies. With Bobcat Goldthwait. I think it was Police Squad. Maybe I'm wrong, but again, 80s movies, kind of a classic comedy style, farcical type movie. Funny for the time. But Bubba Smith was in that. And so there's that one. And then there were this one here. This wasn't a star. It wasn't a movie, but it was a TV show. And there were three other sports figures that appeared in this TV show in their inception. There was 2 baseball players and 2 football players. The other football player is Joe Namath. And the 2 baseball players were Don Drysdale and Wes Parker. And I might give it away with this one. If you're, again, born in the 60s or the 70s, you'll know this show. The other big star that appeared in that show wasn't a sports, wasn't an athlete, but was Davy Jones from the Monkees. All right? And if you haven't gotten it by now, it was the Brady Bunch. It was the Brady Bunch. So Deacon Jones appeared in the Brady Bunch. So that's going to be, you talk about a wormhole. That's a wormhole that I'm going down. So, but it's fun kind of just, researching and see who, who's been on different either shows or movies. And again, it could be a star in, as in, Fred Dryer and Hunter, or it could be an appearance as. So that one can be a big one. That could be a little more than I can bit off, maybe a little more than I can chew there, but that's going to be a cool one to do. So there's some of that stuff, my plans, my crazy plans, and some of the stuff I got in the mail this week. Today at the show. I didn't pick up a ton of stuff, but I think I picked up some cool stuff. Definitely a Don Mattingly heavy pickup day. And basically I made 2 total pickups. I had one pickup from one vendor and another pickup from another vendor. I walked around a couple of times on the floor. I was thumbing through some boxes, but I didn't necessarily need to spend all the money in my pocket. I didn't bring a ton this week. I think I brought $60, and I didn't spend it all. It was $6 to get in between me and my son. So I spent, less than, about less than $50. So that's okay. It was a good show. I got to see some nice stuff, but I just wasn't in one of those moods to pick through boxes today. I started looking through some boxes, and I just was like, wow, I wasn't feeling it. And the one lady that's been there for many, many, many shows wasn't there today. She has the 4-cent box. She wasn't there. I was a little disappointed, but it's okay. There were some quarter boxes and dollar boxes, but I wasn't feeling it today. And there was one guy, though, had some nice stuff that I was, thumbing through. He had, big 5-row boxes of top-loaded stuff, baseball, football, everything on his table. He had about 4 or 5 of these, and nothing was marked. And I asked him, what's the deal? And he's like, oh, they're all random. And I'm just like, it just turned me off, and I was like, okay, thanks, I didn't feel like sitting there and, maybe if I picked out 10, 20, 30 cards, he would have given me a deal. I don't know, but I could just, give me something, man. Give me some kind of pricing range so I kind of know where I'm at. So, man, I don't want to sit there and pick up 10 cards, and the guy says, oh, that's $50. And, I don't know. And, ultimately it's my choice whether I want to purchase them or not, but I just don't want to have to be like, well, no, I'm good. Thank you. So that's one thing, that kind of drives me crazy when people don't have their stuff priced, or at least some sort of menu of pricing. I don't expect everything to be priced with a sticker, but have some sort of guide or something that says, gives the buyer some idea what they're going to spend. That's all. That's my little rant there. So some Don Mattingly stuff I picked up. I got this 1987 set. It's one of the star sets, one of the multiple star sets that they did of Don Mattingly, and it's the yellow. I call it the yellow bordered one because there's so many of them. So here it is. It's a small 6-card set, and these are blank backs. Well, actually, the first one is not a blank back. The first one have some stats on it. And it's crazy, man. Mattingly won the MVP in 85, and he had a great season, but he had a better 86 season, and he didn't win the MVP. Roger Clemens won it that year. And it kind of ticked me off because Roger Clemens also won the Cy Young Award. I don't think pitchers should win both awards. Let the Cy Young Award be for the pitcher, and let the MVP be for the regular everyday players. So his 86 season was better than his 85 season. He could have had 2 back-to-back MVPs, There's another nice fielding shot. And Oops, we got the landscape layout. Don giving some autos. We got the Yankee Hitman. There we go. And then another one, Yankee Hitman in the cage. Gotta love that, Donnie in the cage. That's great. And then, there we go. But I guess this one you can call the Hitman set, because the captions on the bottom are Yankee Hitman. So, hey, that's what I'm calling this set, the Hitman set. So 6 cards, get to knock up the counter 6 times. And I got this really cool postcard set that I've never seen before. This was $5. It's 12 postcards, and this was done in, let's see what year this was done. It doesn't. I'm guessing this is 86 or maybe 87. But these were published by Historic Limited Editions out of Williston Park, New York. And the artwork is by Susan Reaney. So these are pretty nice. The artwork looks nice on these. Kind of has that Donruss, Hall of Fame kind of, or almost the Diamond Kings look to it. So there's that one. That's card 1, and I'll just go in order. And I think that might be Roger Maris there. So these are cool. So 12 plus 6, that's 18 uniques now. And there's Lou Gehrig. That's cool. Lou Gehrig. And there's a nice one there. Great follow through from Don and his batting stance. Nice fielding shot. These are really cool. I like them a lot. And card number 12 is the Gold Glove. So, very nice little pickup there. And then I get another star set. The black bordered one. Now, these are attached. They're perforated, but I'm not going to separate these. I'm going to leave them like this. So, you got the strips. And these are pretty. These are not rare or anything. And these cards, the first 12, have stuff on the back, like stats. And there's the first 12. And then the second set of 12 have a puzzle piece on the back. So if you stack all 4 of these strips top to bottom, it's just a big puzzle of Don Mattingly. So that's kind of cool. And that's it for that one. Nice little, again, another 24. So I've added 42 Don Mattingly cards to the PC just today. That's pretty cool. I never get that many at one time. Last piece. This piece is really cool. I've never seen these before. The vendor I bought it from, gave me a little background on it. It's not something you see a ton of. I would say, I don't know about the rarity or the scarcity of these, but this piece is from the 1964 Challenge the Yankees game set, and I picked up the Elston Howard And you know, guys, lately I've been into these oversized cards and oversized pieces of ephemera, blank back. And the game consisted of, I believe, what the vendor told me. His name is Vinny. And Vinny told me that the game was based on the 61 Yankees lineup. So all the 61 Yankees had a card. So yes, there's a Maris and a Mantle in there. And then they had an all-star team. Excuse me. They had an all-star team set of cards that you would play against the Yankees. So it had, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron. I think it had Carl Yastrzemski, I think. So all your big, your Hall of Famers, your big time guys were on the All Star set, and I believe there were some lower level guys as well, but they had some nice names in there. So these are not easy to find. I've never seen them before, and he had a few more that next time I go back, if he has them still, I might pick up some more of the Yankees. He did not have any of the other players; he just had the Yankees, and the other players, the header is in green, not in blue. So you have the All-Stars. So I thought that was really cool. That's a really awesome piece. And I just wanted to share that. And that's it, guys. That's what I've got. I was bummed I missed Orlando and Sammy's live last night. I was out with family, and I wasn't able to get on. But I did watch it afterwards. And I just want to congratulate the winners of their awesome giveaway. They did some really nice cards as a giveaway. And again, congratulate Sammy and Orlando on their 2,000 subscribers. Well deserved. And it looked like it was a great live last night. So I just wanted to say that. And otherwise, that's it. I'm going to go watch the rest of this game. I think the Chiefs just scored again, so I'm pulling for the Chiefs. I know people are probably tired of the Chiefs, but I really can't stand the Ravens, so I got to go for the Chiefs. And that's it. All right, so I'm going to keep plugging away over here on these little projects, and I'll see you at the next video. And remember, may the cardboard God shine down upon each and every one of you, and always, 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 always enjoy your collections, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace.